I can't put in the words how I feel. Where have you been? Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody don't love me. Nobody like you. Can't even be nice. Every time I try, when I look in my eyes, you know I'm lying.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to our channel. I know I'm supposed to go live, but I really do apologize. Things come up, things happen. But you know what? We're going to do this video all in one. So let's get into it. Okay, first I want to send my prayers to Ananda Lewis. Now, she is the former VJ of MTV. And I know she's sitting here saying, hey, listen, you guys, I got stage 4 breast cancer, but I'm not, leaving this earth at all. Yes, she is fighting to heal, but she's not leaving. So shout out to her. We do want to send our prayers. I've been watching Ananda since 1997, maybe a little earlier, and she has been one of my favorite VJs on MTV. And if you guys used to watch MTV, Spring Break, TRL, she was on all those shows. We were friends with Aaliyah, so shout out to her in our prayers. Now, I do want to stop and talk about Glorilla album, Gloria. This is one of the best albums that Glow has ever had. I knew it was coming. Her mixtape wasn't as great, and I was like, okay, what is missing? Glow said, okay, my sales on my mixtape were awesome. She took the time out, and we could tell that she, sat down and, fixed her craft. Like, she got into it with JT, and she was like, okay, you said what you said, my album didn't do good, but I'm finna come back and I'm finna whack you. And she came back whacking, honey. She sold 60K. She outsold a JT. She even gave her a good whack about calling her Cinderella. So shout out to Glow. I love the album. The album, everything fit how it was supposed to fit with everyone on the album. And it showed everything about them. I love it. Everybody say this age, spoiled milk. Shout out to Morning Juice Box TV. When JT said, I thought you won, I stopped being generous, let you promote that whack project and nobody gave an F about and nobody asked for. You just be doing work on your craft, soften your voice. Everything ain't gotta be hard like your life. So basically, Glorilla came out and spoke about some of the things she went through with her life and what she seen with her friends. And then she whacked her. Now the Princess Cinderella sitting here looking like, duh. So, we'll see how this play out. I feel like they're cousin-in-laws. It shouldn't even went that far. But it's going to go far when you got to stick up for your cousin, okay? So we're going to move forward. So I wanted to do this on a live, but it is what it is. So Brenay, y'all. Now, this is a tea topic. We got a lot of tea coming up, a lot of things with my opinions, and I hope y'all ready. Yes, we're not live, but we're going to get into it, and I hope y'all got y'all wine and y'all popcorn and soda, okay? We got all of that out the way. Honey, they say Brenay has been tricking on Tim for 3 years. Hold on, I'm going to pause to let you figure it out. Brenay out here tricking on Tim and then get to Tim for 3 years. They say Brenay mama sat here and signed the papers when Akira was in the hospital after the accident, said that it was Akira mental health and that Tim had needed to have, she got to notarize the papers, signed and notarized the papers, that Tim needed to get custody of the children. Hold on, I'm going to let y'all figure that out. I'll wait. Now, why would your mama do a thing like that while talking about the Lord? So we're going to play this live.
My best friend name is Brianna. That's the only best friend I have since 2021.
Now, Brenay said that her best friend is Brianna. It is not Akira. Akira was jealous of her. Now, this is some affidavits I posted here, but I'm going to explain more into it in a minute. Brenay has been playing gospel music, being mean to her sister because they say her twin sister slept with Tim and she got a little salty bug towards her. Now, there's a lot of things coming out about this situation. I told y'all when I first put out the affidavit that, Akira was saying that she was flickering her tongue out, gyrating on Tim, things that she was doing. Like, if you paid attention to some of the videos that she had when it was Devin Brenay, Tim, and Akira, and how she would be a little passive aggressive, rubbing on the arm, or a little too hard, or things like that, doing such unordinary, orthodox things. And it seems like Tim is not the man to control himself, because when it came out further with everything, Tim had slept with the twin sister. Now it seems like Tim gets around. He get around. Round and round. How Tupac say, I get around? Tupac? Yeah. Round. I get around. Yeah, he gets around. He gets around a lot. It might not have been Brenay. It might not been her sister. It was probably some other girls in the tea. It might have been Brenay's best friend. You know what I'm saying? And she out here, word on the street. We don't give about what she was saying, how she wanted that man. But, she out here, Kim, Tim is this. I couldn't have kids with Devin. I could have them with Tim. And Devin and Akira done did a whole glow up. They don't focus on themselves. They're not in relationships, right? So, all of this was going on. And I remember a couple of months ago, she was targeting, Brenay. After I released it and put it on TikTok, she was targeting TikTokers. We're going to get into one of the TikTokers. She was targeting a couple of people because she felt like people was talking about her and about what she did to Akira. She also stated that Akira was jealous of her and lies. And, Akira basically was like, baby, if you want him, you could have had him. You know what I'm saying? Akira came out and said, hey, you tried to play a mother to my children. My children needs things and all this and that. And that's a response. So word on the street is Brenay did response. Okay, now this is some shocking details. I'm going to tell you what was said. I couldn't find it, but we going to get into what was allegedly said about it and how people are backpedaling for Brenay, which is very awkward, okay? Brenay has said that, she sent pictures of her body saying that Tim is the only person, telling Tim that's the person she want to be with and have his kids. She said, yes, she does have some ill will tend against Akira, allegedly. Now, this is an affidavit, but this is what they were saying. She said that she done showed how she lusts over him and sent him a little coin, honey, a little money here and there. Tim, what the hell do you work that this girl got to be sending you coin? But it ain't tricking if you got it. Like they said, it ain't tricking if you got it. And she was tricking for the last 3 years. And there was a lot of things about how she agreed to certain things, how she wanted Tim, and she did trick off on Tim for the next 3 years. Some of the questions she did not ask because there was some truth. Let me tell you something. Akira and her mama and that lawyer is not playing. They even asked about that affidavit, honey. They say, honey, ain't say nothing, honey. They say that girl ain't say nothing. They say Brenay ain't say nothing. Now, bit back, Brenay, you done sat here, and I said it. You done sat here with your long titty self and took my video down on TikTok. You sure did, because it was exposing you and that man. When she was giving her wallet, y'all saw, when y'all was like, oh, when she was like, he holds my wallet. He got my debit card. We picked it out, and we said she was tricking for that man. She was tricking for that man. She came out of coin for that man. That man, that she ain't never said that man tricked on her. Now, Akira can say that man tricked on her because that was her husband. And also, Akira was sending some things, had posted some things too about their marriage and how he treated her when she was going through postpartum with the children. Oh, yeah, baby. She was giving a little tea. She's giving a little tea. She ain't giving all the tea, but she gave a little tea allegedly. And I think Akira's going to end up coming out telling more tea than we know. So y'all be prepared, because this is a hot mess. Baby, my thing, a lot of people thing is when it came to Brenay's mom and her family, because they're taking up for them. Of course, you're going to take up for your children. That's just what it is. You get on them behind closed doors. But for her to talk about Lord, and then you tried to take a child away from a mother over something that wasn't her fault is a mess. So we gonna get into this video with Black Goddess, and shout out to her. She's been talking about the situation in the Diddler situation as well for a long time. And I'll be back with more commentary.
In her question, she did admitted that she was seen. It didn't say by whom, By what? In May, hopefully. In May. It'll be May of next year. Listen to this. Brenay did admit, according to her court documents, when she answered the question, that she was seen dancing and working. Put the TW in front of it. Working and shaking her peaches. All her peaches. She admitted, not omitted, admitted,
falling for that man and sending him his money. Oh, she was sending the money. Oh, touch me for a cord, baby. That's what it's giving. It's giving desperate. You know, with Brenay, a lot of people are saying, oh, leave her alone. Let me tell y'all something. Wrong is wrong. I would have been like, yeah, you know what? Get on Tim. I would have, but when you got a duck like Brenay to sit there and sign paper to get a man that the girl, Akira's basically saying not really at the father to take them children. You stand up for him. Oh, he take care of his kids. When the last time he seen them children? Child support, because you got to pay for everything. And you go on here. Y'all can pause and read how they trash her on her status. You go on here and, you sit here and you get your mama to notarize a paper because you hate a girl so much. And let me tell you something. Y'all can sit here and say it's Tim. Yeah, you're right, it's Tim. But this is a woman that was sitting in her face that barely liked her and disliked. That's dangerous as hell. Meaning she would do anything to get Akira out the way to get to Tim. And when it's all said and done, she gonna realize Tim ain't shit. And Akira gonna have the last laugh. You sat here and tried to take them churn. You did a lot of things that was just disgusting because whatever that man saw in this woman, you couldn't stand. I can't stand females like that. I can't. I feel like you don't like nobody that's cool, but when you go out your way to manipulate a man to do certain things, you are dangerous. If you can manipulate a man to turn on the mother of his children of any way, on his wife, you can manipulate a man to hide an unaliver for you, and you are a problem, and you need help. So Akira decided to say, holding my breath is hard. I'm going to say it like this. Stop claiming my creations if you're not putting no bread out for them. You're not feeding them. You're not bathing them, and you're not handling business for them. Stop mentioning my kids. I do not play about them, okay? So at that time, Brenay was mentioning children. There was things coming out about the children. Now, it's also said that the children were getting harassed, Akira's children, because Brenay wanted to put things out about the children. So her little fan base doing a little brother was being harassed. She also said, stop messaging me about my kid's godmother. My kids have one godmother, and she does what a godmother is supposed to do. She loves them just as much as I do. I have never approved of anyone else being that. Their only godmother's blood related to them. Stop claiming kids that don't care for financially, mentally, physically, or emotionally is effing weird. And y'all about to piss me off. So basically she's saying Tim or her don't do nothing for them children. Tim only paying child support and then whatever he got to pay. Remember I told y'all that because it's court ordered. Okay, it is court ordered until the divorce is finalized. Now, like Black Goddess say, this is going to take a year because basically it's a lot of information going on. Plus, they're going through the divorce. Yeah, y'all can pause and read this. I feel like Akira and Devin has had their glow up. I feel like Akira looks like she dropped that weight. She looks good. You know, Brenay and Tim over there looking swallowed up. Swallowed. So have you ever been swallowed up by karma? And now that everything is coming out, Brenay is deciding to hide the fact that Tim is around. And it's crazy. The fact that he tried to make Akira look like she's a bad mother. She has some postpartum. First of all, the girl just had your baby had a postpartum while you sitting up here kikiing in Brenay's face. who look like she don't wear a bra. And I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can be team Brenay all you want. I'm team right or wrong. And I want to know, I'm going to put it like this. If a woman don't wear no bra with them titties, if a woman don't carry herself correctly, and if a woman look drained in the eyes, don't trust her. Don't you trust her. I'm telling you, because she don't even trust her own self to wear a good bra. Come on now. Come on. She even just speculated there's some things going on with the co-parenting because she's around. And I feel like Brenay I feel like this, and I'm going to put it like this, and I hate to say it, I'm finna keep it real, and I'm finna keep it above. Brenay and Tim is not going to last long. They're not. After this divorce, after the lawsuit, because he can't get taken care of no more, that is out the window. They're going to comb through Brenay finances. They're going to look and see if she's hiding any money once this is settled and done with. They're going to comb through Tim's finances. They're going to comb through and see if he has any. That's why it's taking so long, because if y'all remember with the Cardi B situation, Tasha K, it took forever because she had to comb through finances to get part of her money, right? So y'all got to understand, they got to comb through Brenay finances. If Brenay has 401k, if Brenay has anything set up for like 401k, stocks, savings, however she gets her money, whatever major thing she gets her money, they're going to take that out and give it to Akira. That's just like Tim. Yeah, Tim probably can add the children on, health insurance, but because of the fact that it is, I forgot what they call it. It's a criminal something that basically, I forgot what they call it, but it's like a criminal act to where, okay, so let's say you're in North Carolina, certain states that do this. You're married, right? And you find out that he or she is cheating with he or she, and he or she, even if he or she knew or didn't speculate, like Brenay knew that they were married and the things that she was doing, Brenay has to pay because Brenay wanted to be thirsty. And it costs to be thirsty, ladies. It costs to be thirsty, gentlemen. It costs. So, yes, they have to pay for certain things to be done. Basically, that's just the gist of it. But they will be coming through finance and see what they can find. So, when they do. So, yeah, just get ready for it, y'all. I'll keep y'all updated. Okay, so here's another mess. First of all, I told y'all that Erica was putting her hand on... I don't know why y'all black women decide to stand up for a woman that darn sure ain't gonna stand up for you unless you her best friend or her troll dog. I said it, her troll dog. Because when Sierra didn't stand up for her, and Spice and Sierra told that girl the truth, y'all sat here and sided by her because of her child. When obviously Safaree done said the same thing. Safaree ain't innocent either. We know what it is. And I'm going to give my opinion on the whole thing because this is a hot mess. Erica is unhinged. Safaree knew what he was getting into. Rich Dollar sat here in San Santana. And Joe Budden, shout out to Joe Budden, sat here and told Safaree not to deal with this woman. And he did it anyway. So, Safaree did a YouTube stating this, and she said this. It's really no coincidence that this man leaked his own court documents to falsely claim he has a key. Or the other time, no coincidence all of a sudden he's a YouTuber and wanted all this time to call his truth and all just views. Girl, just like you. I've been sparing him for so long. His string violating BS he has been doing for 3 years. Today, I'm going to live, and I will not be showing all the receipts I've been cleared by legal to indeed show. But I will be... Okay, y'all can pause and read. I'm not reading them lies. Here's the thing. So Safaree started a YouTube. Now remember on their last episode in Atlanta where Scrappy was like, man, tell your truth. And Safaree was like, I'm not going to tell my truth. Remember that? And remember I said, that man ain't talking right now for whatever this reason of the situation is. She did something to Safaree because ain't no way this man just gonna sit here and do that. She went on national television looking drained, sick, and po like she ain't ate To the point now we fast forward to her new show on Zeus and to Jocelyn Cabaret. She's still looking drained, sick, and poor as hell. I knew something was up with Erica. My issue was when she tried to fight Stevie J's daughter. Everybody would say, well, she grown. Yes, she grown, but at the same time, that girl is close to the same age range at the time as her son, who is now grown. Her son, King. When King stopped coming around, when she got married to Bow Wow, I knew something was, well, dated Bow Wow because they didn't get married up then. When Bow Wow sat there and dropped her, I knew something wasn't right in the milk and clean. Because her and Bow Wow was cool. Then when she sat here and dragged Sin and called her out names and then had a page bashing her when she turned it into her youngest son page, I knew she was unhinged. Most of them text messages to me looked like she took something that she said out just to prove a point. She's been having a problem to where basically in my eyes that she still wants him. And because she can't get the D like she wants or whatever, come on now, let's be honest. Erica just started coming out with a show about dating. Erica wasn't dating nobody. Erica just came out and told us a year or two ago that they were still sleeping around when she found out about Amara. Remember? And Amara say, no, I ain't sleeping with you because I know you're still sleeping with her, right? So that's why Amara ain't really sleeping, but Amara don't mind them gifts. Let's keep it a buck. But at the same time, y'all can't get mad at Amara because she done had Amara fan base come and target Amara, even tried to stop Amara bag. Then she sat here and did Nikki. And y'all thought, oh, her and Nikki are cool. They talk. Man, Nikki ain't finna be cool with her. She the one that got somebody to contact Nikki for her just so she could get on Nikki's side. Nikki don't give a damn about that damn girl. She going through it, but she don't give a damn about her because she said so much stuff about her. So, no, she ain't gonna care. Safaree, you knew she was unhinged. You thought she was cute. You thought she was something to have. Somebody wanted to marry you while you out here doing what you were doing. Somebody wanted to give you the time of day. Yeah, everybody can say he chased her. He knew what he was chasing because guess what? He knew she was going to marry him. He knew she was going to be the only sucker to do it. We're going to keep it a buck because Safaree ain't an angel. But what I'm not going to say is Safaree is a bad father because I knew for sure if y'all paid attention when Safaree go all out for like birthdays and all that stuff, and then if y'all been paying attention and following what I've been telling y'all, when she don't get attention from Safaree or don't hear from Safaree or Safaree in a relationship, go back through them videos I did. I did videos, go through them blogs, start researching. Erica don't like it. Erica get mad. Erica calls him a deadbeat. Erica does all of that, right? So, to me, it's like, but then when he with her and they, like that baby birthday party, Legend first birthday party, remember they weren't together then. They had a whole party. Erica was so happy to be around him. Erica was upbeat, remember? Erica was like, yay. Erica felt like she was getting her family back. But then whatever she did to mess up with how getting her family back, it was over with. Y'all got to pay attention. And I've been said that Erica don't want nobody to have him. It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with him being a parent to her. That does not matter. That's great. He gonna be a parent, but she gonna tell y'all that and let y'all run the narrative because that's what she wants y'all to believe. That's what Erica does. If you have been watching Love and Hip Hop New York since day one and how things played out between every relationship that girl has had, every relationship she's had, she was even on Keep It Up with the Kardashians. She wasn't coming to work and she got mad because they fired her. Every relationship she done had, you will see Erica is unhinged. Erica does a lot. So we're going to play with Safaree. Had to say, be back with more comments.
Pulling out a ladder, hopping the fence.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Everything is just done off of spite and being malicious intent on the other end. Me, I don't move like that. I don't live like it's done off of spite and being malicious intent on the other end. Me, I don't move like that. I don't live like that. You know, when people look at me, I don't look like I'm carrying stress. I don't look like I'm losing weight. I don't look like I'm just harboring so much hate inside me that it physically begins to show. I was filming Love and Hip Hop, Miami, and I had my kids here calling, oh, where the kids at? What they do? Oh, you better not be filming with the kids. Oh. First of all, I'm okay. Me and you are still, you know, having a relationship, and that's over with. Thank God that
movies with me, they are with me. Like, nothing has stopped this motion. Could it be easier if this individual chimed in and just took his weekly parenting time days? Of course. But, you know, whether it does or doesn't, the world is still gonna go around while he, you know, dances and, you know, takes care of another man's children by lacing them with Rolexes. But misses out on. So I absolutely have to speak on this whole you gave him a second baby thing.
Now, before we get deep more into it, a lot of people are saying that Nicki Minaj said good for you and that she was talking about Erica. She probably was. Let me tell you something. We done seen her go on station head and say she don't feel bad for her enemies, whatever they go through. And if y'all ain't catch it, and I love Nicki and I pay attention when she say stuff. If y'all didn't catch what she was saying when she say she don't feel bad for none of her enemies, this who she was talking about. Her enemies, them, her ops. She said it. Safaree should have been did a YouTube and told his business some 2-3 years ago instead of being dragged through the mud, because now a lot of people like child why now. I'm like that too. But then again, you can't tell a person how to feel and what to say when they've been doing by a person and have people say for years he's a deadbeat. You can't, and I give him that. But at the same time, nigga, you should have been saying so. We've been waiting since Scrappy sat down on that couch and told you to stop being quiet. You need to say what you had to say. You should have been told. We didn't have to notice it, but let me tell y'all about that baby hospital situation, because I posted the video and I don't care. She can, you know, block me like her homegirl did. I don't give a damn. Right is right, wrong is wrong. There's somebody in Atlanta. I'm put it like this. Atlanta is very small when it comes to seeing celebrities and knowing people. Very small in the celebrity group thing. When it comes to hospitals, mostly everybody share hospitals with people that are non-celebrities. There's a video of a patient that was there seeing Safaree get kidnapped by security in the front desk when he was asking why he couldn't be there when his son was being born. A lot of y'all bitter women agreed that she was right. She was not right, and I'm going to tell you why. You painted this narrative like that man didn't want to be there. When we saw that shit on camera, where we seen the security kick him out, you never came out and said, I kicked the security out. You said he was never there. When that man realized he couldn't be there, he caught the first day smoking to Jamaica. Safaree, you were wrong, because you should have came out and said what really happened instead of trying to protect her, because obviously the whole 2-3 years this been going on, that woman ain't protected you for not once. And then we also get upset because of Nicki, how he did her, true. But if y'all remember Nicki saying, we both disrespected each other, but he disrespected me more, and because he disrespected me worse, I came off as aggressive, not aggressive, but she disrespected him worse, sir. So therefore, you know what I'm saying? Nicki been saying how he was, but at the same time, that's the version Nicki had got, and Nicki will tell you that's probably the version she got and she didn't. But at the same time, Safaree is not an angel. We know Safaree out here, you know, trying to sell his oats, but her is unhinged. All right, so another unhinged topic, because this here, I knew. First of all, I don't have no disrespect for nobody walk with Christ. I tell y'all before, everybody journey and walk with Christ is different. But when you come on here and try to have a walk with Christ because you got to act right until your whatever court case you had going on and you just jumped and you got to act right until that court date is over, watch this girl is going to revert back to the old rock. I'm not buying it. I'm not. So Marsh and Janet and Rock have fallen out. So Krishan ain't friends. Don't got her friends no more. I wouldn't be her friends either if I got beat up and by your sister and we were friends and then you dissed me. So somehow these text messages got leaked with Marsh. I guess to Krishan. Now, a lot of people been asking, hey Marsh, what's going on? Hey Marsh, are you gonna say something? Hey Marsh, what's this and that? Now, Janet, from what I understood, fell out with Krishan because of Junior not getting what he needed. And when I told y'all that baby had an alcohol syndrome, I could tell by the way he acts certain things, and there's something wrong. As a mother, y'all called me a hater. I'm going to let y'all read this while I wait on my apology. Y'all called me a hater. Y'all called me from hater. Now this is what it says. She got mad when she called from jail and I told her I couldn't keep Junior. She knew that girl couldn't keep him. She kept promising me all this money and stuff, but days was going by and nothing hit my cash app. Junior had nothing but the clothes on his back, no milk because he can't eat food, no, hold on now, the baby almost won, no blankets, no car seat, no clothes, no shoes, no bottles, no nothing. I brought as much as I could, but I still have my own kid to take care of. It was hard. I just felt like a real friend would have looked out for me, especially because I had her baby. And when my sister babysat him, so I could take some clients to make my rent money, my sister said she was going to take him to the hospital because he kept spitting up. So when Chrissy called, I told her, and she went crazy on me. Had Smiley come get him from my sister, it was hell, bruh. That's why Smiley had that child and was talking big-ish. Because she called Smiley. Smiley, no shade to Smiley, but Smiley don't be around her child. So why would you? So this is what Janet had to say. We'll be back to that.
Convince her to help Junior. I did. My cousin is a specialist. Like, I did the best I could. My cousin works with autistic children. She works one-on-one with all kinds of children. It don't matter if you're autistic, if you're not, if you're a regular children. Like, we offered the help as much as we can. Like, my cousin is literally has her BA in all of this. It's like when people are in denial of stuff, it's like you can't help people when they're in denial of what's actually going on in reality. Like, I get, oh, we're all prayed up, we just have faith, but faith comes with work. You just can't have faith and just sit around and have faith. It's like you got to put the work in too. Like, that's how God is going to repay you. If you put the work in, not just gossiping around other people and be like, oh, whatever the fuck you do and gossip around and sit around people all day and judge them all day, like, you are not God. So it's like, if you trying to judge over here, we could judge you and you probably gonna get the shorter stick at the end because you did worse shit than us and we was just backing you up. And why didn't you convince her to help Junior?
Smile don't even take care of home. And Smiley's son out here cussing everybody out. And he younger than either the same range as my son. And he in the streets, running the streets of Miami. If you know about the streets of Miami, you know. First of all, I said this a long time ago, it was BS. I said Smiley was clout chasing. And I said that's why she didn't want to get back on that show because she knew what it was with Taseki. Because if she see Taseki would have clocked her. She would have, no, don't hit me. So I just feel like it's a bunch of BS. I feel like this walk, I don't believe, let me tell you something. I give her 6 months. That's my discernment. That's my opinion. I give Krishan 6 months. In the span of 2025, she might have calmed down a little, but she not going to calm down a lot. Because once her case is thrown and it's done and over with, Krishan finna show her ass. That's all I got to say. All right, so we're going to talk about my girl, Key Plus 3. Okay? Shout out to her. I love her. Y'all go watch her Keeping Up with the Kennedys. Let me tell you something. Besides her going off with Peppa Pig, she's been telling us, she's been more transparent than Peppa Pig, more prettier and honest. We gonna give it to her. We know Peppa, now King, you know Peppa Pig gonna try to run with this. We gonna give a dirt about Peppa because you've been keeping up, and I'm gonna help you out with the keep up of Keeping Up with Key Plus 3 because I have been watching for the past 3 to 6 months, okay? So Key plus 3, I've been watching her since April, was married to her wife, Misha, okay? Now, before she got married to her wife, Misha, she was in a previous marriage with her husband. It was bad. She would tell us a story about that. She has 3 children with her baby father. She has 1 child that her and Misha went to the sperm bank and had. Now, Key plus 3, around that time, her and no, these are her children. Now, around the time her and Misha was separated because of the cheating and everything, they were trying to work it out back in April. They were doing some things, even celebrated with Misha in June as well. And I noticed that too, but then Misha wasn't in the picture no more, and she was telling mostly her stories. Now, she was dealing with a man in a polygamous, she was in a polygamous relationship. She broke down about that. She broke down how she found out that she was pregnant. Now, I didn't go further into the thing. I'm gonna have to go back and look, and I'm gonna put in my community post or do a reel about how, like an add-on reel about, basically if she kept the baby or not. Now, this is the 5th child that I think she's talking about doing her video, okay? We're gonna get into that live video. So fast forward, her and Misha was trying to work it out. Things didn't work out. Key is dating. Key is, telling us her story. She's working on herself. She says she's talking to somebody, another guy. And remind you, a lot of people like, well, how you married to Misha? And okay, she's bisexual. Key is fluid. We know that. We talked about that. Key has talked about that. We have discussed that. And Key has been open about that. Key has been saying how it's hard to take care of her other 3 children, groceries, things and what they need. So a week ago, we're going to fast forward now. Going into October, she was saying that her son's birthday was coming. There was her son's 13th birthday. They were having a party, this and that. A week ago, during the party, she was getting ready to celebrate. She was talking about this party the whole time. She's happy that her son is 13. She's throwing this party for him. This is what she been talking about. She was getting this and that for him, clothes, all that. Like, she was like, man, I'm proud of myself. I'm doing this without Misha. I'm working my jobs. I've been here on YouTube. I'm going to do whatever I got to do to be a mother. And she's been a great mom. Even though she says it's a struggle, she's been getting through it. Now, okay, the day of the son's birthday party, he went on TikTok. Junior went on TikTok. He was like, oh, this is interesting, Mom. That's interesting. What's going on here? Little homeboy said he seen his stepmama. He seen his stepmama cooped up with another girl. Showed his mama, and Key went in, crying and everything, right? So Key say she was done. Now, what really put the icing on the cake with Misha being upset was because she seen Key laid up with somebody else. Not only that, now I ain't gonna lie, Key done told her business how she like to drink and everything, because every time Misha get drunk, she calls Key. Key says this all the time. So she was like, in which Key had said in her stories, she would be moving on, talking to somebody else. Her and Misha got to where it's at. Then Misha get drunk, call Key to come pick her up. Okay, now this get interesting. So after that, Key does some digging. Key finds out allegedly Misha dealing with a jit that just got out of school around the folks that she helped raise. Key also, Key finds out a lot of stuff, and she went live with her brother telling the situation, right? I didn't watch the whole live, but I'm going to watch some more. Now, one particular live a couple of days ago, I think a day like Friday, we'll say Friday, Key went to file for, I think it was Thursday, went to file for divorce. But Misha had to do it. I'm going to say Misha had to file also the same day, and I'm going to tell you why. Misha filed for a restraining order plus to do a wellness check of the children. I feel like Misha, the day that Misha filed and said, hey, you can do it the same day. You just have, if the judge is there, I'm going to tell you what I know, no matter what it is, if a judge is there, you do get same day if you go talk to the judge and say it's a state of emergency, or say, hey, this person trying to harm me, or this. You got to make it sound good for the judge to talk to you, okay? We just going to keep it above. So she did a wellness check. Now, Key said that Misha went to the grandma house. And if you know Key talk about her grandma and how whenever her grandma called, she dropped everything to go see her grandmother because her grandmother had raised her. Even though she was back and forth in the foster care, her grandma did help raise her when she could. When she couldn't, that's when, she did a whole story on that. Now, grandma called to tell Key that Misha called her and done stopped by at the house and said, hey, I'm calling CPS. Key sped over there before she went and got her kids. She said, oh, hell no, you didn't call. You not finna go to my grandma's house without it. Her grandma is 70-some years old, which Key is right. You're not finna go to my grandma with that because my grandma is elderly. My grandma is 80. You're not finna stress her out about my business between me and you. She got the right to do that. So Key does that, and this is here where she, lost 71 pounds. Congratulations to my girl. We're going to get into that. Now, she said the accident happened where she was pulling off. Misha saw her try to block her off. She sped off from Misha, which is possible, and sped off and went home. Misha went and filed this and that, did all that stuff. The police come by. She got the paperwork and everything. She explained what happened, this and that. Key tells these people she 5 months pregnant. Now, everybody's wondering, did she tell them that? Or is this, let me tell you something about these Scorpios. Okay, shout out to Key. I love Key, but we're going to keep it honest. They sting. Yes. Whatever can help them, get you away from them, they going to take that down the coffin. You over and done with this thing. She don't want Misha back. She's letting it be known. She got to say she pregnant. That's what it is. Saying she knows she pregnant. Now, Key did. Now, a lot of people saying, well, how you lost 71 pounds and you pregnant? It happens. You can work out pregnant. Do I think Key is pregnant? I don't darn know. But we going to read what Key had to say. My girl said, let the record show that I never allowed my son to go anyone else's house besides Misha's sister's house and her mother's house unless she asked my permission. I know my son's whereabouts. If I was going to leave her sister's house, she definitely needed my permission, and I needed to know where he was all times. Misha never contacted me and told my son and left his auntie Felicia's house. Okay, y'all can pause and move on. But Misha took that baby to, basically this is how it all popped off. Misha took the youngest child to the girl house with the girl folks. Now the girl mama that came out and said this and that and blah or whatever. Key say the reason why she didn't want her son over there because she knows one, which is I agree, she can't keep Misha away because Misha is the parent. They came whatever, but we know how Misha get down. I don't think Misha do that in front of the child. But the people Misha hang with, they are C-heads, okay, allegedly, and drunks. I agree with her. Why would you take my child over there if anything can happen? And my child get taken out my custody because they're doing such and such, or my child get into it. If you are doing a recreational drug and you are doing all that stuff, why would you bring my child over there because you're sleeping with her daughter? I'll wait. She got every right to be upset when it comes to that. You took that child over there instead of leaving him at your mama's house or your sister's house. Because if you left the child at your mama and sister's house, you could have been hanging out doing what you do. Guess who would have never found out? Key. Let me tell you something. Some of y'all don't know how to cheat, right? And I'm starting to feel I'm not a cheater. But I've been around people that cheat so good you'll never know. As women, when we cheat, it's a different type of cheat. You know what I'm saying? Men are sloppy. You held on for 6 months, but it was, come on now. But yeah, Key got every right to be mad. So that's really the tea on why Key is upset. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't understand why Key upset. What's the problem? Key is mostly upset because if anything was to happen while that child was in Misha's care, that would have been a problem. Not only that, this girl is 18 and 19 years old, allegedly. Okay, that's another thing because she's looking at it like, well, do you like young females that you can manipulate? Did you manipulate? Like, she's questioning herself. Now, did I get manipulated? Did she play me? Did I fall for this? Dang, why didn't I see that? Because 18 and 19, you're very fluid. If you sleeping with a female, a grown woman, I'm not finna lie. Let me tell you something. Some females are very fluid. I have seen it. And some females ain't like me. You get that bag and go back to your business. You ain't do nothing. You know how to talk about. Some females don't know how to do that. They weren't taught that. So when you been around a parent, allegedly, that does things and all this stuff, you do what you see because, like, that's all you saw. You know what I'm saying? So now Key is questioning herself. I feel like Key is going to go on a healing journey. She's going to be okay. I feel like she got to do what she got to do. And that's just what it is. Do I hate this for her? Absolutely. But she been married to this woman for so long. Like, if it's the same thing where it's going to where your hands are being put on each other's feet, like, y'all gotta let that go, okay? I have conversations all the time. Sometimes I let my emotions get the best of me, and I might grab a person or do a little push or try to grab, you know. But hands and feet constantly in other things is just too much. Just too much. People about in their 40s and you know, we the new parents and we millennials and we're trying to get to the space because I done had this conversation. I know if I was live, I still talk about it. They trying to mess up our childhood and all this stuff with these lies. And we're going to talk about the Lion King and that new mess later because I feel like they're trying to tarnish our childhood. I don't know. Maybe I need to go watch the cartoon in the first one to get an understanding why the hell Scar it has it. But shout out to Kid. We're going to send our prayers to her. Now this, I'm going to leave off with this. So I've been hearing things about this young lady in the streets. And, you know, Amora be speaking up for, you know, against Robert. I don't know what her thing is. But the car for Brianna and Janelle in their situation have, like in the words of Keke Palmer, it's real stale. As long as stale, it's stale like hard bread at the stove for $1 that should have been marked down for 25 cents. It's running stale as hell. You know, that hard bread, her storyline is becoming useless. And I think that's why, you know, we're having the twins. And a lot of people are waiting on the babies in the contraction. You know, she getting her hair done. She got moo-moo line for her, allegedly. You know, all this stuff. The car of Brianna is stale as hell. It's stale. It's like them church shoes at Walmart with the wedge that nobody wear. Okay? It's so stale. Before you walk out my life type shoes Monica had on in the 90s stale. Like, those are classic. But her storyline is stale as hell. Like, it's a recoup of trying to do a redo that has already been done. I'm tired of it. You know, Janelle coming out here calling her a liar and all types of things, allegedly. This man trying to move on with his life. And I feel like Amora going live. Amora is getting stale, baby. We got other things to talk about, boo. You know, you can go 2 hours talking about Erica in Safaree. You can go 2 hours. I give you the tea on Brenay and Tim, girl. Just call me. I got the tea for you. You need to jump on that train. Because Brianna is getting stale as a cootie cat on a hot day. And don't nobody want it. You know, like a prostitute cat that's a little too old. Don't nobody want it. Or they call a couple of ST. Don't nobody want it. We don't want it no more. We're tired of it. It's ran stale. My Keke Palmer voice. I like when she say that. It's ran stale. Baby, it's so stale. It should have been thrown out of the bread pantry 3 months ago. It's so stale that the sardines that's been sitting in the cabinet has ran its course because ain't nobody use it at all. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Get to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. Later.